Mathematics is a subject which most students fear of, but it is one of the most scoring subjects. With lots of practice, proper understanding of the concept, you can definitely excel in it. But one thing we don't focus is on the presentation part. You might ask, is presentation important for math? It's just full of calculations and proofs. But friends, presentation is very important as it can help you score full marks. Like if you see here, there are two papers of algebra and geometry. Let's compare them and see some points which you need to keep in mind while writing your paper. Drawing margins is very important as there are chances that the edges of the paper might tear and the things written at this side won't be visible. Before you get your question paper, you may get some time. So you can utilize that by drawing trigonometric table at the end of the page where space is provided for rough work. Write the number of questions and sub-questions correctly. Put the final answer of a particular question in a box. And as far as possible, try to write the answer in the way the question is asked. Like if it's a statement, write the answer in statement form. Avoid making mistakes on the first page. Also, if you make any, just put one line and cut it. Don't scribble on it. Try to keep your paper as neat as possible. Like if you see here, everything is written properly. All the equal to signs are in the middle and the equations are written on the either side. It looks very neat, right? And when there are questions on graph, you need to fill all the details on the graph paper and then make sure that you write the question number on the graph paper. Then, writing the scale is very important. Also, don't forget to mention X and Y axis and the 0 here. And at the end, when you tie your graph paper to the main answer sheet, don't tie it at the end, as there are chances that it might get detached. So, keep it inside your answer book, adjacent to the answer and tie it. Draw diagrams wherever possible. And please draw it using pencil only. Label it correctly and write the measures correctly. For questions on statistics, draw tables using a pencil only. Do the calculation part at the end. And please be careful when you copy the figures. Just don't interchange the digits. In geometry, put the value of pi as given in the question. If it is not mentioned, then use the value which is easier for calculation. Also, check the positive and negative signs in the question as well as your final answer. And writing units is very important. Like if it is given centimeters or millimeters, mention that. And if it is not mentioned, put units. Make sure that you're not using any shortcuts for equation, similarly, etc. Write complete thing. If possible, try to present your answer in the form of given, to find, formulae and the final solution. Friends, if you see here, despite of presenting the paper so neatly, the student has written the final answer on the last line. At times there are chances that the edge might tear. So don't try till the end, leave 1 or 2 lines, or you may just continue it on the next page. And suppose that you are stuck with some answer, you are not able to solve it, then don't waste your time by redoing it. Leave some space and continue the further questions. And at the end, if time permits, you may again come back and solve it. And please go through your paper once you finish writing. Check whether you have attempted all the questions and written the question numbers correctly. So these were a few tips that you need to remember. Please be careful while doing the calculation part, revise the formulae, and yes, practice a lot. You will surely score well.